Hey everyone, welcome back to Lazy Cat Reactions. So this is episode 7 of season 12 of Heartland, titled Running Scared. Amy and Tim put together a team penning that's meant for family members, but Tim turns it into a public event. Tim's gonna think, it's a way to get money and stuff like that. It's like Tim has good ideas, but I feel like most of the time those ideas don't pan out. So we'll have to see what happens. As you can see, we've got Kitty joining us for this episode, at least right now. He seems to really like the Pisces pillow because there's a bunch of cat hair on it now, so I'm gonna have to get the lint roller and roll it. But yeah, that's his spot, I guess, for the week. So hope you enjoy Mr. Little White Feet there. I know after I finish episode 7, there's only 4 left this season. As I was saying, I have bittersweet feelings on that. I'm kind of excited to have shorter seasons and not have to spend as much time filming. But at the same time, seasons 2 through 11 all had 18 episodes. And so I'm used to that. And, the story was told. And I felt like shorter seasons might mean that maybe there's more story to be told, but they didn't have enough time to tell it or something. But I know season 16 had 15 episodes, so it's kind of like they went back a bit and now they're coming forward. So let's get started. You can do it, Jade. Oh, she got a tattoo on her arm. Just noticed that. I don't think that would hurt. Come on, Phoenix. He's a good boy. They're both. Oh, careful. Don't do that to the baby. I like how they're both showing a workout, And that is, horse riding is a workout, even though the horse is doing the work, you're still getting a workout. Why do I not like the noises Phoenix is making? I saw she's a yoga mat there. Good boy, Phoenix. It's funny how they can sleep with their heads up like that.
Hey, you guys are really coming along. Thanks. We need to smooth things out if we want to make them.
I hope she doesn't push Phoenix into an early death. She's a little scared, you can tell. I mean, anyone would be. That would be a natural fear. It was like after Amy's accident when she was temporarily blind. Of course she'd be a little scared of being back on a horse. She'll get over it. It just takes time. I've noticed these people tend to push themselves before they're ready. She may be done if she's having that much difficulty. Watching Heartland with my new Heartland mug.
I'm sorry about failing in the shoot earlier. Okay, see ya.
I'm watching Heartland with my Heartland mug. This was not a Christmas present, but I bought it not long after. Late Christmas present to myself, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That was my favorite goddaughter.
Oh.
What are you doing, monkey? You trying to drown your godpapa? After I went all this way to bring you.
Aw,
Oh,
that's cute.
now I know you have Monty, but this can be your inside horse. Look at you. Can I return? I won't break it.
So Ty is off with Luke.
Sorry to dash. I have to be.
Georgie, I think, is intimidated by Kim Price. I mean, she doesn't get to where she is by slacking, but at the same time. No, she's gonna start an eating disorder.
Just take the meat out this time, please. Yes, thank you.
Or make a separate pot. Have some with meat and make a little extra for her without it. That's what I do.
But that was only because us old timers hadn't gone yet. It was me, Will Vernon, and Eli Stark. You should have seen us.
Okay. So let's do it. What would the teams be?
Well, how about guys versus girls?
Oh, really?
Yeah, me, Georgie, and Jade against you, Grandpa, and Caleb.
Oh, that's not fair.
Why? Because we're girls, we're gonna lose?
Well, because you've never done it before. And we've done it a lot. Our team would be kind of stacked.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Wow, you're very confident, young lady.
So obviously Lou's not in this episode, nor is Peter, nor is Ty. I mean, I know she said Ty's on a camping trip, but he might have come back.
Okay.
Shouldn't she?
I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Maybe I just need to make an executive decision. Just put an ad out. My ship, my rules.
Yeah, so maybe we are too.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Won't know till you try.
Think of the bragging rights if we actually win.
I mean, I'm in if you are.
Imagine if we actually beat 10.
Alrighty, I guess I could give it a try.
Okay, great. Well, let's start practicing. I'll teach you the basics. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, number 6, right? Just bring it away from.
So who is Jade riding? We got Spartan and Phoenix there.
Too shy. Get in there.
It's not Harley.
Follow that 6. Nice.
Good boy, Trouble.
Nice.
Trouble.
Good job.
It's not Phoenix, it's Trouble.
All right. Good
It's hard
turn.
to tell because they're both white.
Go in and try to pick out another number.
Look at him. I know we're in competition, but
No, I'll take a look at them. I don't want any excuses when we kick your butt. Guess I sound like my dad, don't I?
no, not even close. You have to get way up to this level of crazy to sound like Tim.
Crazy. Like a fox, maybe? I got a great idea.
And I don't want to hear it.
Bully.
Uh-huh.
No, we'll get people excited about this. The word gets out, we'll sell tickets.
Tickets.
And the winner
And then you have to have
gets to
food.
donate the money to the charity.
I like that.
This will be good.
Only family can razz each other like that, you know?
Great.
You know, Tim, of course, is, as we know, is very arrogant. But yeah, the way she and Tim are kind of razzing each other, only family can get away with that. You know, but Jade obviously has lost her confidence, and so I think that's why she was mentioned by assistant manager, because she figures, yeah, it'll be more hours, obviously more money, because I think she's considering not going forward with the rodeo, or at least not for a while, which, as I said, again, it's understandable that she would be a bit nervous and a bit hesitant. You know, anyone would be. It's a natural response for that to happen. Again, it's like when Amy was kicked in the back of the head, you know, and she was temporarily blinded, and then, you know, had that issue of being kind of afraid of horses for a little bit. It's natural. You know, it's your body reacting. But you eventually get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm gonna push through this, because you have to push through the fear to get over it. And that's what she did, you know, and that's what Jade will do. I think she'll go back to riding broncs, but it might not be for a little bit. I like how it's called running scared, because it's meaning that in terms of, I think, Jade kind of running scared. And now I'm worried about Georgie, because of the whole thing. She's going to develop an eating disorder. And, you know, as I was saying about the chili, I was like, instead of just making it completely meatless, which I would be okay with, you know, I myself don't eat beef, so the whole thing about like ground turkey would be ideal. You know, Panera has a really good turkey chili and it's so good. You know, I'm thinking I don't know if I want to get it today because it's a Tuesday and it's Taco Tuesday, but I might have to get their chili. We'll see. But anyways, I could always skip tacos. I could always come tomorrow. But anyways, you know, I'm thinking, why didn't he just make it with the meat for everyone else and then have like a little separate pot for her without? My family would do that. You know, when I said that I was no longer going to eat beef, that I was just going to do chicken and stuff, there were times like maybe they'd make lasagna that would have beef in it because my dad would not go with it without. And maybe my mom would put a little pan aside or something that might not have had it. Maybe it had spinach or was just meatless or something. Spinach lasagna sounds good. I have to make some, but you get what I mean. So I'm like, he could have done that. Would that have been extra work? Maybe. But, you know, they all could have had, again, the chili with the meat, and then Georgie could have been satisfied without her meat. So now I'm getting worried for her.
I'm not good at it. I don't want to embarrass myself. You just need a little more practice, okay? Come on. Fine.
Okay, ready to give this another go?
Yeah, what number?
Let's go for the 3s.
Easy.
Maybe it's the horse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always a stupid idea when you have a problem.
So what's the ride in the woods gonna do?
Well,
What a beauty. Speaking of beauty.
hi, buddy.
Yeah, I'm forced to concentrate because I've got to pay attention to the trees. He's a beauty.
I was a little bit afraid of that, actually.
His head is now on the
Why?
wall. That is so cute.
I told you that he was great.
I wish I had
How many
been
times the problem?
They talk about personal stuff all the time, so why is he all of a sudden mom?
Amy?
Yeah?
I got the banners.
Aw.
Financial Society.
Or my horse rescue center.
Yeah, whatever, either. Wait, sure. It's for charity, and I don't think that we should spend money on each other as a reward. So I think we should change the bet.
He does make a valid point about spending money on each other when you got the charities.
If I decide to bring you on as
Wait, are you quitting?
Just think if she had, come on.
So, it looked
Ugh. Just think if she had stayed down in Texas. What if something like that would have happened to her down in Texas? And she would have quit. She would have lost her scholarship. So it's probably a good thing that she came back. But she does make a valid point about the thing with assistant manager, like looking good on her resume. Like, you know, she goes and gets a real job. And I'm thinking, being a bronc rider, though, can be a real job. Look at Caleb. He does it. He makes decent buck as a rodeo cowboy. It happens, you know, if that's what you want your chosen profession to be. But at the same time, Jade is still young, and so she can change what she wants to do. Anyone can. You don't have to be young in your 20s to not know what you want to do. You know, you can change your career whenever. I mean, look at me. I started a channel in my 40s. All right. A lot of other people are way ahead of me because they're 20s and 30s and such. I started mine in my 40s. You know, after 20 years of punching a clock and stuff, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. I just kind of wanted to work for myself, be my own boss, be independent. You know, I was like, I gave it the corporate try for 20 years, and I'm glad I did because you get that experience. But you can choose a new path at any stage in your life. You know, my husband, he works in the warehouse of a company that sells commercial doors. And, you know, suppose when he got to 60, he decided that he didn't want to do that anymore. Let's say he wanted to start his own business at 60. Fine. Some might say, well, 60. Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter what age you like start a business or start something new. So maybe for Jade, maybe her bronc time is done because, you know, she did it, in her early 20s. It's a great experience, something that she will always have. Maybe it is time to move on. Maybe being assistant manager there at Maggie's is a good step for her. Because like Jen was saying, she can order supplies, scheduling, learn the ropes, and then maybe eventually become manager or move on to some other place. So I think she's going to get back to bronc riding, but we'll see.
It's like one of our charities, probably mine, is going to get a big fat check because we.
I think I won more off of you than I ever did in the arena.
Easy.
I'd be happy to host a card game tonight if you're up for it.
I'm in.
Amy, how about you?
Okay, yeah, actually that sounds a lot more fun than cards. Sorry, Grandpa. Alright, well, you guys have your boys' night and we'll do your own thing, okay? See ya.
She didn't eat. She grabbed the
Guess who's getting into the spirit?
toast and put it down.
You sure? Yeah, let's do it.
Now, according to my trainer, working out is about 30%. It's all about eating right, which I do want to try and eat better. That's why I'm filming this close to Lent.
Do it.
And I'm really excited for Lent because fish will be on sale and I can buy a ton more fish.
15 more seconds.
Yeah, the plank is hard.
There.
Yeah, Jade is doing a pretty rigorous workout. I would probably trip.
I gotta go home and take a shower. I'll see you at Amy's later.
Well, you pretty much are running scared. Jack said he made more off of Tim.
Overjack. This is Full House.
Are you kidding me? Well, I think I need a celebratory here, Caleb. That's funny stuff.
I'm tapped out. I'm home.
I got a little
That's the best call
charcuterie
you
tray
made
there, I see.
all game.
Yeah,
There's some
whatever.
cheeses and sausage.
I can't believe it.
Jack's laughing.
Okay, who's ready for dessert?
Not me, I'm good. Thanks, though.
What? You cannot refuse. When you see this. Today.
Yeah, they'll burn it right off.
So, how's the radio school been going? But he wanted you to get back on the horse in safer conditions. Your accident really scared him, too.
Amy, do you think he'd be upset if I told him that I didn't want to ride broncs anymore?
No, I don't.
He'd be sad. Black forest cake is really good.
Caleb, it's none of my business, but your mind seems someplace else.
It is.
Oh,
Maybe that's a
We've been to all
sign.
these specialists and no one has any answers for us.
Maybe it's not meant to be. That's not a bad thing.
The good stuff.
Maybe you're not meant to have kids. That's not a bad thing. How are you going to be able to continue to do what you're doing if you have...
yeah, no,
Okay.
just a whiskey. And just
There was adoption. You could have adopted if it was that big of a deal for you.
and you know what happened.
And if it doesn't happen, Caleb,
That is tasty.
you can always
It is,
adopt
isn't it?
if you're really wanting kids.
Well,
Otherwise,
here's
just enjoy your freedom.
Letting life come to us once in a while.
You know, maybe life is telling him you're not meant to have kids. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd love it if we would have a child-free couple on the show. The dog's there too.
Caleb,
And spook the dog too.
hey.
Remy too, when he did that. Remy woke up as well. And yeah, like I said, I mean, as someone who's child free, it would be nice to have a child free couple on the show because, you know, they've really been pushing kids. And I get it, it's a family show and everything. But also being part of a family could also show a family unit without kids. You know, a couple with their dog, or just a couple, or a couple with their elderly parents, whatever they'd like. You know, if it's not in the cards for Caleb and Cassie, they can always adopt if they really, 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 really want to be parents. Just adopt. There's children out there who need a good home. Like what happened with Georgie. I mean, look at Georgie. Or maybe decide that it's not worth it. I mean, that makes me think of an interview with Jennifer Aniston that came out a couple months ago. And when she was married to Brad Pitt. And of course, you know, their marriage ended because they didn't have kids. He wanted kids. I always thought that she herself was child free. But she said that they had tried and it just wasn't meant to be. And they never went ahead and adopted it, unlike Brangelina. But, you know, she said it wasn't meant to be, but, you know, she like moved on and accepted that. And now she's what, in her 50s or whatnot, and doesn't have kids. And I thought, you know, kind of like what Jack was saying, you know, yeah, you come to that realization and after a mourning period, you accept it and move on. I've got cat hair all over me. You know, you accept it and move on. For some people, life is better when they don't have kids. So if it's really a big thing for Caleb and Cassie, I mean, I have a feeling she's going to get pregnant. But if it's really a big deal for them and they really want to bring children into their lives, they can always adopt. And set a good example.
This is your fault. We got talking, stayed up a little later than we should have, I guess. He'll be okay, we'll get some coffee and then...
That better be rocket fuel based on his condition. We gotta set up for this deal. You're gonna have to sweat this out.
Okay, time.
Well, ready to stop and ever so. Means that I gotta go.
Everything will be okay, Caleb.
And there goes Millie. She rides like a pro.
I was gonna say they're so tiny on these horses. That's right, it's Casey and Lindy on Monty. But they're so tiny.
Some things are more important to me.
Really? I do like how Jade is kind of like a daughter to him, you know?
I just wanted to let y'all know that we've raised $2,000 thanks to your generous donations.
Horse recovery clinic. Yeah, Hudson.
Yeah, we still have one back there somewhere. All right, here's the deal.
Let's hope the girls
It will be
win.
me, Jack Bartlett, the legendary Jack Bartlett, and Caleb O'Dell versus my daughter Amy, my granddaughter Georgie.
And I like that because he's basically calling Jade family. He's saying this is all in the family. Of course, I guess that means Caleb's family too. You know the girls are going to win because they're going to make the guys do the outcast, I'm guessing. I mean, it's something like this. How do you write that? Who do you write that wins? They're probably going to make it the girls for woman power and stuff. I'd be like, no, why don't you explain it? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Separate the herd. Woo, Jack. The legendary. Yep, there you go. Wow, 45 seconds.
All right, ladies, your turn to go.
Come on, girls.
Number 2, and time.
Look at that guy with all his jewelry. He's got a bracelet on. He's got a ring on each hand. Come on, Spartan. We got two. Good job, Georgie. Jade's gonna get it. Here we go. Come on, Jade. Yeah. Come on, Jade. Come on. You got it. You got it.
Wow, congratulations. The Foothills Horse
Yay.
Recovery Center. Congratulations. How does that
I mean, the Cancer Society would have been good too.
It's pretty great, and just because they had an inferior team representing them, so I've decided to split it equally between the two.
Yep. I was gonna say it's a good charity, so.
However, that doesn't mean that they get out of digging the outhouse pit. Let's make that clear.
Nice job, ladies.
Cheers to our big win.
So nice to sit back and relax. Oh, I'm sorry I almost let that cat go by.
It's not ladylike. And second of all,
Okay, a little less talking, a little more digging, huh?
okay, it's not a corner.
Yeah, you could kind of see Jade, I mean, you saw her kind of panic, but it was okay. Baby steps. It seems, especially on the show, that people have a tendency to just jump into things before they're ready. It was like when Amy was starting to get back to the horses, she wasn't totally ready to do it. She kind of was fooling herself saying that she was, but she really did need a little more time before she should have actually, started. So, and kind of the same here with Jade, she probably should have given herself more time. But at the same time, I'm also thinking there could be that fear that would never go away. That no matter how much time she would take, maybe it would always be there. If she took 6 months and then came back, maybe that fear would be there in 6 months or a year or 2 years, Sometimes you do just have to push through it.
Brought you a little something.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, just, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Hey,
You didn't come down for breakfast. I thought I'd bring some up.
did you take the yolks out?
No, but I did spare you the bacon.
Though it's clear to me now they won't.
She's going to need that protein. Having the eggs will give her the protein, because otherwise she could pass out.
Yeah, I got this.
The river runs and winds its way.
It was kind of ominous seeing Georgie there by the cemetery. As I was saying, she asked about the yolks, and I'm like, the yolks is where the protein is. I mean, I like egg whites. I'll get egg whites sometimes. The yolks is what she needs for protein. Because like I said, she could collapse if she doesn't have, and she's probably thinking with the orange juice that there's sugar in it. It's like, there is, but that's natural sugar. And plus it's orange juice. It's good, it's healthy. I'm definitely worried that, we're going to start to see this eating disorder. Because you saw her take like a bite of the cake, so I don't know if she ended up eating all of the cake. I'm like, especially with that workout, like Jade had pointed out, with that workout that they had done, she would burn that cake off, no problem. So you gotta be able to enjoy life You know, I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with working out and getting in shape, but don't let that become your sole focus, and don't let that be keeping you from things you enjoy. You know, Georgie likes Black Forest cake. Have a slice every so often. We have some in the fridge because my mother just had a birthday and she wanted Black Forest cake, which is the same type of cake that my husband likes. And his birthday's in 2 weeks, so we're going to get it again. But, you know, she wanted a Black Forest cake. And I was like, oh, that sounds so good. And now I'm thinking I might have to go have a slice. That would work for breakfast, wouldn't it? But it's like, you know, you're going to have a slice of it. That's fine. You probably won't have it again for a little while. So just chillax on it. Have the slice. You'll work it off the next day with your routine. So you'll be fine. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If so, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Georgie with what she's doing. Is there going to be a full-blown eating disorder, or are they going to be able to put the kibosh on it? I have a feeling we're going for an eating disorder. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Lazy Cat Reactions. And if you can, please support me on Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description. I'll give you a shout out in a future video. I'll see you for episode 8. Bye.